Hello and welcome. This is a quiet story for the end of the day. You do not need to follow every word. You do not need to remember where we have been. Just make yourself comfortable and let the story pass by. Tonight, we take the long way home. Through a town settling into evening. Past lit windows, old trees, and a river under the fading sky. There is nowhere else to be. Let us begin. It is the end of a long, ordinary day. Outside, the light has turned pale and golden. You step out of the building, and the door closes behind you with a quiet click. The air is cool against your face. Not cold. Just cool enough to feel different from the rooms you have left behind. For a moment, you stand beneath the doorway. People are making their way along the pavement. A bicycle passes. Somewhere nearby, a car door closes. Then the street grows still again. Home is not far away. But tonight, there is no reason to take the shortest route. You put your hands in your pockets and turn towards the older part of town. The evening can take as long as it likes. The first street is narrow and familiar. The noise of the day has begun to disappear. The traffic is farther away now. What remains is the measured sound of your footsteps on the pavement. Near the corner, a small bakery is closing for the night. Its door is open, and someone inside is wiping the counter. The scent of bread drifts into the street. Yeast, flour, and the faint sweetness of something baked earlier that afternoon. The baker turns the sign in the window. On the counter, one small loaf remains. You hesitate for only a moment before stepping inside. The bakery is nearly dark, apart from one lamp above the shelves. The loaf is placed in a plain paper bag. It is still a little warm when it is handed to you. A minute later, you are outside again. The door closes, the final light goes out, and the bakery rests for the night. You continue along the street with the paper bag beneath your arm. Its warmth follows you. A little farther on, a cat sits behind a ground floor window. It has found the narrow space between the curtain and the glass. Its paws are tucked beneath it. Its eyes are half closed. The cat watches the street without appearing very interested in it. You slow your steps. For a moment, the two of you simply look at one another. Then the cat blinks once. Slowly. It turns its head towards the room behind it. You smile and walk on. On the next corner, a café is still open. Its windows glow against the deepening blue of the street. Inside, a few people sit over their cups. One person is reading near the window. Another is watching the steam rise from a teapot. No one seems ready to leave. A spoon touches the side of a cup. Someone turns a page. The door opens briefly, and the scent of coffee reaches the pavement. You do not go in tonight. The loaf under your arm and the thought of home are enough. You pass through the patch of light outside the café. A few steps later, the glow is behind you. Above the shops, lamps are coming on one by one. Each window holds a small part of someone else's evening. In one room, a table is being set. In another, a curtain moves beside an open window. A bookshelf fills the wall of a room on the second floor. Farther along, someone waters a plant on a narrow balcony. Nothing remarkable is happening. And that is what makes the street feel so peaceful. The town is putting away the day. Chairs are drawn in. Doors are locked. Lamps replace the last of the sunlight. You continue beneath the windows at an easy pace. The street opens onto a small park. There is a road around it, but tonight you choose the path through the trees. Old branches meet above you. Their leaves move in the evening breeze. The sound is dry and delicate, like pages turning somewhere overhead. At the center of the park, a lamp has already come on. A few moths circle through its light. Near the path stands an empty bench. You decide to sit for a while. The paper bag rests beside you. The bench is cool beneath your hands. Beyond the trees, the town continues quietly without you. Somewhere in the distance, a train passes. Its low sound moves across the evening and slowly disappears. The leaves shift again. A bird settles on a branch that you cannot see. For a while, you listen. There is no need to name every sound. They arrive, remain for a moment, and fade. The lamp casts a pale circle across the path. The rest of the park is already becoming night. When you feel ready, you rise from the bench. The path continues between the trees and leads towards a small stone bridge. Below it, the river moves through the town. Dark now, except where it catches the last light in the sky. You stop near the center of the bridge. The stone beneath your hands has kept the coolness of the day. Below, the water folds around the bridge supports. It does not hurry. It simply continues. A reflection stretches across the surface. It breaks apart, gathers again, and travels downstream. You watch until your eyes no longer try to follow it. On the far bank, the first drop of rain touches the river. Then another. Small circles appear and vanish in the dark water. The rain is light. Barely more than a change in the air. You fold the top of the paper bag and continue across the bridge. On the far side of the river is your street. You know every uneven stone and every low garden wall. One tree leans over the road as if it has been listening there for many years. The houses stand close together. Their windows are amber against the blue-gray sky. The rain taps lightly against leaves and rooftops. It has not yet darkened the pavement. It only leaves scattered marks on the stone. Somewhere nearby, dinner is being prepared. The scent of herbs and onions drifts from an open window. You walk along the empty pavement. Your footsteps settle into an even rhythm. Near the end of the street, a small light is waiting above your door. You see it through the rain. Home is only a few steps away. You reach the door and find your key. The lock turns. The hallway receives you in darkness and stillness. You close the door behind you. Your shoes are left beside the wall. Your coat returns to its hook. The loaf is placed on the kitchen table. The paper makes a faint sound as it settles. You switch on a single lamp. Its light reaches the chair, the table, and part of the window. Beyond the glass, the rain has become steadier. Not heavy. Just a patient patter against the window. The town outside is disappearing into the night. Here, everything is familiar. You are home. You fill the kettle and set it to boil. While it warms, you open the paper bag. The scent of the bakery returns. You cut one slice from the loaf. The crust gives way with a quiet crack. A little butter melts into the bread. Then the kettle clicks off. Water fills the cup. Steam rises through the lamplight and disappears. You carry the tea and bread to your favorite chair. The cushions settle around you. Rain moves across the window in narrow, shining lines. You take a sip. Then a small piece of bread. The room asks nothing of you. The walk is already beginning to feel distant. The bakery lamp. The cat behind the glass. The café on the corner. The moths around the park lamp. The river gathering the first drops of rain. All of it remains somewhere beyond the window. And all of it can stay there now. You set the empty cup on the table beside you. The lamp remains on. The rain continues. The chair holds the shape of your body. Perhaps your eyes are already closed. Perhaps you are still watching the rain. Either is fine. You do not need to make sleep arrive. You can simply remain here while the room grows darker around you. The sounds outside have become distant. A car passes far away. Water moves through the gutter. The house gives a small settling sound. Then everything is still again. The walk is over. The door is closed. The light is low. There is nowhere else to go tonight. The story can continue without your attention now. The river will keep moving beneath the bridge. The cat will remain beside its window. The café will turn off its final lamp. And the rain will fall across the sleeping town. Here, the room is dim. The chair is comfortable. The night has only just begun. There is nothing more you need to follow. Nothing more you need to remember. Rest well. Good night.